Alright, I'm recording now already. Let's get the replay.
Check out
I forgot to.
Burnimus on YouTube.
check out
Twitch.tv/Burnimus.
I hate you. It's not even gonna be.
If anyone watches this VOD review, I just want you to know that
The fuck, dude.
coming
It's
for you.
time for epic Fortnite gamer moment.
Anyone who watches this VOD review, I'm pushing your IP.
25D 6X.
25 Ds here. Let's go.
Jeez, that's some big titties.
My D is 25.
Ayo.
We're setting a bad example.
Yeah,
So this is gonna get posted in
we.
fucking in college or what's it called Coach Talk, and we're gonna
Why did they get a special color?
Why is
Oh,
not
not this one.
Oh my god, I
Wait, can you put your stream quality to 1080? Because I'm seeing like 1 FPS when I'm watching you.
Yeah, same here.
This stream quality.
It's because I'm recording. Fuck.
1440p.
I don't know why. For some reason I can only have a certain quality in like Discord. Like it doesn't do well.
Got a poo-poo computer.
I have a very good computer. I don't know what it is, to be honest with you. I could stream. I can have the best quality on OBS, and it doesn't have a problem. But for some reason, Discord it says "fuck you."
Interesting. When I stream on OBS, if I stream on Streamlabs, I get minus 10 FPS. If I stream on
Is it better yet?
regular OBS, that's
Echo.
jeez.
Echo has some like long
Fucking
arms.
praying mantis.
Why is it not letting me do what I want to do?
I don't like it.
I don't like having.
I'm watching like a slideshow.
That's great.
Cap your frame rate.
600? You could go. What the hell? How's that even possible?
Cap your FPS to 60.
Oh yeah.
Probably not the greatest idea. I'll do
But
the
it
120.
Reduces performance hit.
Okay. Is it better?
No.
Fuck. Okay, it's Discord then.
I'll just deal with
Yeah,
it.
you're streaming in 1440p.
Okay, well you guys can see the outlines ish. You guys can watch the recording. The recording will be fine. At least it should be.
Okay.
I don't usually have a problem with recording. If it does, then unfortunate.
It's fine.
The less I move around, the better usually it is. Okay. Well, this first dive is already pretty dog.
Oh.
DPS hit really early. Mav is not even in yet.
He took too much poke.
Yeah. Like, this would be a good time to hit, but now Mav has to back up. This is just... And then you guys go in, and Mav doesn't go in, so therefore you guys are the center of attention, which should equal one of you at least dying. You want them to be in this kill box. I mean, you can add that too if you want, but that's your goal. You can see my drawing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's your goal, is to get them in that kill box. Mav, you take you wide swing for no fucking reason here, and you take too much poke, so you cannot dive anymore. That needs to be your first comm to your other two, because they didn't get the memo. And now your timing's off, and your coordination's off. I mean... It could have been a lot cleaner, and you're not going to win this either, but, like, it could have just been an easy 5-win, because they don't really have a great rotation comp. They usually get fucked in rotations. They're running the Ash Echo, so they have a lot more poke, but they're also a lot easier to dive. So therefore, you should not... Their monkey's goal is to be a distraction here. And not really, and just let his TPS do stuff. So you usually just want to, try to hard dive and set up quick dives. This is sloppy. All right.
They have jumped to high ground?
Yeah, they should have. So somebody has to stay on, so probably would have to be Tracer. Would probably be the best option. So here, Fern, what is something that you do not have here?
Um, heals.
Yeah, you're down, people. So
Yeah.
the way what you need to do in a situation like this is a monkey is the last person you would target when you're down, people. Um, for the fact that the only way to turn the fight is to kill these two or kill these two. These ones are easier to kill though, so that'd be the. You guys have to somehow get a dive here and kill these guys pretty quickly, and have someone touch the point at the same time. That is your only way to win this fight. Hacking the monkey here, like you do damage to him, but like he's not gonna die, and it supports it back. But if you guys dove there, your Ana doesn't die to the ash. Yeah, it's threat assessment. You guys went after the monkey when the goal of the monkey is to take the brunt of the damage. That is his goal, to buy time for his backline and his DPS. Their monkey's gonna be playing more like a really passive playstyle and more like a ball, to be honest with you, and just setting things up and taking the attention. So generally, even if you do win the fight, I mean, sorry, if you even if you kill the monkey in like a second, generally like their plan is to have you dead even afterwards. So their monkey is playing really passive playstyle here. So fucking supports. Friends getting set up.
I split myself from Phantom with that bubble.
Okay. How can we fix this? Because this is just sloppy entirely. Because we see this. You see some. What do you guys see that's wrong with this?
Both supports are like away from each other.
Yeah, everybody's split. Like you guys have had like 15 seconds to try to do something to set up, and you guys are really, really slow at it. You're slow to get set up, and you're slow to coordinate something. That's probably due to our pre-fights being very slow, but those will get better with time. But like,
Me and Frosty killed Anna.
huh?
Tried. Me and Frosty been on Anna on card.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just too late at this point.
Yeah.
Because they hit you guys early because I don't know. They probably didn't recognize it, but they hit you guys early and you guys were not prepared for it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is what I was talking. I think I said this in the thing is like every once in a while, like you guys you guys have two people in the dive sometimes or one person in the dive. You never have three. I mean, Monkey's coming now, but like you two did that there, and then sometimes it's Tracer and Monkey, sometimes it's Sombra and Monkey. The coordination from you three is a big thing that needs to change. The three I'm saying is the DPS and the Monkey because it's very split and the timing's really bad. All right. So the idea thing here is now that they have this much map control, um, you should be looking to dive here. So somebody can get behind here, get up there, and then somebody can get a Tracer or Sombra in one of these two positions. I want want both, one of each on each one, and then I want supports like here or probably here is the best option. Um, and then I want your Monkey to jump, and then I want your Tracer. Tracer probably be the best here. Tracer to come up here and go behind them, and then you go up there, and then you have a Petzer. This is your goal as a dive: is to hit from three different angles with the three mobility strong characters you have. This is the goal, and this is the high ground you'll be taking for that goal. You can do the same thing on here. I mean, it's a little harder because there's not a guaranteed three mounts, but like you can figure out you can come up from here and back here, come up there, and the monkey can just die from it or something like that.
And that dive onto the our high ground, like closer to our side of the map,
Yeah.
is that more just for like retaking that space, or are we looking to get the kill on it?
You can get killed, but you need the space. You're not going to win anything
Yeah.
without the space. So I'm not. This kill is the best. The space is what you get from it. A kill is a cherry on top.
Okay.
But you don't have a choice because you lose this entire second point if you don't take this.
Yeah. It's either take the space or lose.
There's only 2 up here right now, so if you guys hit it, you guys don't have much setup time. If you, I do like because I did say slow down in the set because like I know you guys could just go fast and probably do better, but I want you guys to do the right thing and work it up to getting faster. Setup between DPS need to set up a lot quicker, and Mav you need to take a less poke when you're before you're ready, because those things are what slows down people. Have an idea of what you're doing. This is the flankers. Know exactly what you're doing when you want to retake. This will help, like what the information I just told you. If you want to retake this high ground, Monkey can stage here. So a flanker can go here, either Tracer or Sombra, and a flanker can go here, and you guys can pincer them from the angles. That's your goal. That's a goal. That's a good setup. And basically, it would be Monkey 1. We'll just say Sombra. Sombra can just get there quicker without having to use as much. We'll say Sombra's over here. Sombra 2 and Tracer 3. Basically, that's the time engagement. And the question I'm asking you is when should Tracer and Sombra engage?
Once our Winston lands.
Once your Winston lands, not when he jumps, when he lands on them. Because when he lands here, he can bubble, and then then they're going to be trying to kite from him in these 2 directions, and you guys are on their kite. That's the goal. You cover their kite angles. They have nowhere to go, so they have to choose to fight. And you guys should be in positions where you win the fight. That's the goal on every single important piece of thing. You can do the same here, and the same on first point with the 2 high grounds. See another 2-man dive. Oh, Lenny's there late, but
This, I'm on my Echo, was like a huge problem for us.
it's gonna be. They have we should be able to burn this backline quicker though.
Because initially when I'm like, just peek, and then, like, 5 sticky bombs that are auto damage boosted.
They're playing to put resources into their Echo. That's their entire goal here. So they obviously have apparently a plan that this Pip guy is their hard carry and they're gonna play around it.
Yeah, he was.
Which can get you wins, but generally it won't get you very far.
I'll be right back.
Wait. Oh, that's what happened. You're trying to get up high ground. Supports here. What happened to supports here in this fight?
I think we're dead.
Well, your Ana is somewhere on the right side, and you die over there. So
Was I running out of spawn?
I'm not sure. Let me see. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because you guys are so far away from each other.
You got booped by the Winston.
Yeah,
just kept going
boop.
that direction.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right? Ride the boop.
Yeah, I would like you guys to have a kite plan because you guys like industrial didn't really know where you're kiting till you saw your Ana already kiting, and at that point, like you guys need to keep each other up. So it means Dark Phantom, you probably shouldn't completely ditch your teammate. You guys are the only thing keeping each other alive.
I was thinking about calling for Nana, but I don't know if that would have been a waste or not.
That would be
With
fun.
Nana down with me.
You guys have 5 ults. You can use something defensively if you need to. But you guys split up here. Like even for like a split second, like you started going backwards Phantom started going this way. Like this is communication that needs to be down if we're rotating because that can basically kill you guys. That's the same with the 3 because you guys did better at it today. Won that scrim. I mean, where you guys had 2 divers, but like it's the same thing. Like between backline and frontline, is the coordination and the timing. Like you guys just do stuff. You need to know why you're doing it, and you also need to be telling your teammates because your teammates can't read your mind. We're not at that level of synergy yet. That'll take years to get level synergy where the people can just read your mind.
Okay.
So, something I used to do when I was on Ana is I would I'd either do I'd do group up if I was rotating. If I was ever moving as an Ana, I would do group up, and I had made sure beforehand that my main support knew that's what that meant. So every time I did group up, it meant I was moving, so I was not in a stationary spot. So then my brig knew what was happening. Something subtle, but it can help. You guys can have any button really, to be honest with you, but it's just the one that's nobody really uses besides that, unless they're in
Make it
comp.
sorry.
Huh? Sorry.
Make the voice line sorry.
Oh yeah.
So you're just running away from the dive going, sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
Mav is bullying that was.
Yeah, Phantom, you usually have a playstyle that's a little antitrust, I call it. Because your first instinct is to run away, no matter what's hit at you. Which is, you can do that, but you want to make sure that you kite a little bit and make sure that you can still help your brig and your brig can help you. You can sit in a backline. Like if it's a monkey, as long as you're not in the bubble, you should never die with you two. I said that. I know they're not here, but they'll see it in the VOD. So try to stick your ground. Set up. Set up, set up, set up. You guys should have your kill box and you guys should have all your setup already done by now. Unnecessary poke, Mav.
I got scouted.
Tracer, you're going in for no reason. And recall force, so therefore you cannot engage. That's a fuck up there. Wait, setup on angles. Where does your kill box want to be? You have options here. Since you have so much map control, you have options.
Low ground main.
Yeah, I mean, the easiest one, it could be here.
Well, I mean, from where they are.
Yeah,
Right.
it can be here too. It depends where they go, obviously, but you have these 2 kill boxes, and you can, if you set up a certain way, you can actually hit both from anywhere. But where should, like, but your Tracer, Somber, and me, you guys are all up here. So what do you lack
Angles.
exactly? Because you guys are all so grouped up that you'd be all heading from the same direction.
So would
Trace,
I just go on that, like, roof or something? Alright. That little awning.
you can go. I mean, if you can, Tracer can be like here or something like that. You can play invis. So you can be invis like somewhere around here on this left side.
Yeah.
And you can scout. And then your monkey could play here and your LOS. And then you guys have an option to hit here. If they want to push main, then that's great for you guys. That means you guys can dive when your support's LOS. So you guys want to hit them in your kill box. You don't want to go beforehand because then you're going out of your support's LOS and you're going too early so that they have an advantage in the team fight. You want to make sure that it's an advantageous spot for you guys. And you should be dropping, not jumping, so you can jump out to your support's LOS because the kill boxes are generally not going to be here. They're good aggro kill boxes, but you're not going to have a support LOS all the time. So you got to keep that in mind. But you guys, I want you guys controlling the map. You guys don't, so like the pre-fight is not only just alt track and alt plan. Pre-fight's also getting in your pre-fight positions. So that means everybody should be doing pre-fight every single fight. They should be getting there. Should be no like I'm just gonna sit still here. I should know where I want to play this next fight. There should be no like gaps in thing because every second matters because then you can set up a better engage. Because here you guys just like group up on this high ground. That's all you do. You guys want to control the map. You guys have the middle lane and the high ground control. That's cool. That's good. But you guys could have the middle lane, the back high ground, the right lane, and the left lane all controlled. You can control pretty much the entire map. I mean, yes, you could be like make an argument into your stretch then, but you're not going to be fighting there by yourself. So it's just so you have the map control and you know where they're going to go, and then you guys can all collapse on that angle together wherever they go. But you guys are way too grouped here. Lenny, you're going way too fast here. You're forced your recall. So now what does that mean? That means we are down a dive for 15 seconds. Yes, you can go in, but you're pretty much dead. So this early engagement here pretty much slows you all down by 15 seconds here. Or you can take a two-man dive, but that's generally not going to work very well.
Wait. I think this is when I go up the elevator. No, never.
Yeah, over now.
What happened?
Oh, God.
I don't even know what happened.
I said I was just gonna go and
Like,
nano map.
both monkeys jumped each other's back lines. But I think wait, what happened? Nano.
Alright. All right, two things here, Mav. Well, two things just in general. Number one, Mav, you don't have to jump from here to here. I know, funny damage, but you can do that to finish someone off if they try to run away. This makes it so they can run away and you can't jump after them. And also, you can just push up here and cleave. You don't have to do that jump. Just a waste. Tracer, you go in without recall because you're forced to because you used it so early because you missed your timing. You went early. Lenny, that's a play for yourself. You do not go early just because you feel like it. And then, oh God. I mean, you guys
A
are,
ball.
yeah, you guys are a giant. I mean, you're a
Oh.
giant ball. I mean, you have
Supports LOS.
out of supports LOS, a giant blob, no angles covered, out of LOS, bad timing,
Right.
and now you guys are split target fighters too.
Oh no.
The bu-
Primal.
Nah.
And this is all because you guys didn't have a good pre-fight positioning. So therefore, you guys didn't set yourself up for success. You set yourself up for our only way to win this is for us to kill 6.
Actually,
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, I got unprimaled. I'm like off the building. And then I back onto it. So I like.
Oh yeah, you were dead regardless because your front there are just kind of stupid.
Didn't hear you go on the elevator. What the fuck?
they just ignored me, I think.
It's like not like that loud.
What is Mav doing here that he gets booped all the time? Your support's not even ready to go. Hello?
Map just noticed.
He probably felt
Neither is your tracer.
It was probably me calling that I was ready, and he probably just thought.
Oh my God.
"Dude,
Mav, you go early, so you're the center of retention. Somber's ready. This could be good. And then you get booped because your supports are not ready and your tracer isn't ready. Oh, now guess what? Your tracer goes up, and now your tracer is the center of attention for a little bit. Oh, and then you EMP. Jesus Christ!
Little sloppies all time.
I mean, all your ults. I mean, I guess that's one way to win a fight.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys could have won that with one ult if you guys just waited.
5 ways to win a fight right there."
Wait, we used primal too. Wait.
Yeah, because he was gonna die because he was. There's no supports. You guys weren't ready. Only 2 of you guys were ready out of the 5. I mean, you guys won the fight. I mean, you guys should have lost that in my means, but you had enough ults to make it winnable. But now you pretty much just lose the next fight for free. So what needs to happen this fight?
Set up.
Set up.
Set up, and you guys need to hit him in a rotation, and you guys got to hit him hard and be aggressive. You have to turn the
Yeah.
tempo up a little bit. Because they can make the fight last as long as they want because they have ults. They will end up winning the fight because they have ults. You need to make the fight not last long so they don't have a chance to use them. Mav, what the fuck are you doing?
I was gonna say, look at Mavs.
You're lagging.
Is he supposed to be high ground? He's like on the fucking bridge. No, like,
What
that's
are-
the bridge.
Huh? Mav, dropping your bubble in main and poking with your right click is not setting up. Oh, Jesus Christ. And now you don't have bubble, now you don't have jump, so you can't do an early engage anymore. That's throw number one.
I jump there.
I don't know. Oh, Tracer goes. Oh no, I thought Tracer dropped there for Xanos was with the flame that one too.
I got scouted.
And guess what? Their monkey jumps first. Do you know why? Because we did some stupid shit and we weren't ready. I mean, their monkey is kind of actually. Is he a primal? No, he doesn't have primal. You guys could actually kill this monkey because his
The
his
fleet
back
was
line's not
tapping
ready.
speed with no problem.
I think we do kill him.
You should.
Oh look, I went up in the That was a perfect dive. Nah, look at that dive. Watch that back. You gotta. Can you watch it from my point of view?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
perfect dive, all two of
Mav
you.
kept he kept brawling
Yeah.
the monkey, he probably could have died.
Imagine Frosty was there.
Oh, Frosty actually had to take care of cards, so I actually don't blame him there. But like,
No,
I'm-
but just imagine if he was.
imagine if it was 15 seconds earlier. I mean, it's still yet again, it's a 2-man dive and it's late as fuck because you guys force yourself out early.
Oh, he died.
Oh, I got booped off. Yeah. Oh,
This
yeah.
is just horrendous.
Their monkey was
And supports are you guys are struggling to stay together.
This TDM.
I mean, at least you guys are trying to run towards each other now. That's a
Yeah,
first.
we were getting like tossed all over the place.
Yeah.
I didn't have rally yet. Fuck. It was so
And
close.
Echo, I think when and like I'm on like Mav. So it was like a primal again.
Nav dies here. Okay.
Next
Reset completely.
Numbers so fast.
So what should be your goal here? What should be your first entire goal?
Get our support set up and set up in general.
Get map control.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of the same. You want
Either
you want
it's
to take the
either
high
set up
ground.
or-
Take the high ground so you can get an advantageous fight.
I think I called that their supports rotating top.
Supports
Yeah,
are
let's go.
rotating stop. Okay. Supports are rotating top. So what should our plan be here? We should set up an angles, right, guys? So if supports are rotating top. You can stand there. Tracer should try to come up behind them. And you guys should try to hit them here. Like up here. Yes, they can drop. That's fine. You guys can chase it if you want to.
Mav would have to be on that staircase under them, right? I mean, like, main.
Your Tracer's on the left side. You are grouped up.
Wait, he jumped again.
Okay.
He jumped again.
Unbind shift.
Here it is.
No, look where he jumps, dude.
All right, number one. You're marking the echo. Jumps over there. This is just so sloppy. Tracer gets picked, so now you pretty much just are fucked now.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that high ground because we three didn't dive together.
Well,
Are supports
I
even
think it's
trying to
all
take the
just-
high ground?
it's all about the timing, literally. Because, I mean, if we wait any longer, then, like, if we have to have it gone right now, right? Like, as they're walking in.
Yeah, you should be prepared to go, but you're not.
But that's because also because they went up to the high ground really early, like
Honest,
before the door even opened.
yeah,
Like,
because they're doing something that we don't do. They're getting
yeah,
pre-fight set up, quick and
yeah, they
precise,
were just really fast, and we weren't ready for that.
because they are doing what they're supposed to do. We're kind of just
And
like twiddling our thumbs mid fights.
me and Frosty stacked because I was running from the swinging brig.
Yeah, honestly, if you guys could have did your own little dive here if you were somehow behind them,
Yeah, but I couldn't. I was
because
running
then
forward.
Tracer can hit it from there, and you guys can pincer them. You actually might be able to kill one.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are missing your timings. Mav, you look like a lost puppy. I won't lie.
And monkeys just say okay, cart.
All right, regroup. Get positioned. Set up. Why are we taking on a set book? Oh, we're not ready to go. Oh no, we are. Wait, what? What the fuck just happened there? Where's the tracer pulse? Oh, this is a solo play. I mean, it works out, but generally you should not be the first one to go. And Lenny, hero play. Monkey's late. Sauber's not there. Your support's getting fucked up, and you're on cart with Nano. Mav?
I think Matt was scared of him. I'm like scared of the C9, and that's why.
Sauber got marked, so that's kind of unfortunate. They're gonna die. Tracer, you go for a pulse, which is fine. I mean, I guess, but like, I mean, it probably should be your monkey diving and then you doing that. But I know you're trying to look for balls. But this is a hero play. You guys need to look for a dive here. But you're not able to set up because you guys are not prepared, and then you guys just kind of just sit there. Mav, you should always be looking to get set up before the fight starts. If that means hanging up on the corner here and just sitting there, being there and just sitting there, just to be on a corner and be ready. You have no jump because you fucked it up. So there's nothing you do now. Alright. Alright, so on defense, Hollywood.
Wait,
Sorry,
can
what?
I be right back? Like, 1 sec.
Yeah,
Wait
yeah.
for me a
I'm
second.
just gonna go over like the summary of the defense at least.
Oh,
The Holly.
dude, when you actually look at yourself during the VOD, like we look so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Defense Hollywood. The takeaways are pre-fight positioning. I mean, timing's pretty poor. Timing dives. Supports stop running away from each other. Have a plan to where you're going to kite. That's the summary for the defense, at least. Pre-fight positioning, timing dives, and supports stick together. Phantom, you weren't here earlier, but I said it just I was saying you can do the VOD, but I'll say it again.
I heard it. I got back.
Like where okay, so basically you have a tendency
Yeah,
just to run.
try and stand. Stand like my ground. I came back. I heard that.
I mean, sometimes you have to run. I mean, you might have to kite, but you don't have to run like run away.
No,
You can
no.
kite out of the bubble. You always want to kite out of the bubble because that's gonna stop you guys from blocking each other. But you don't need to book it
Every time, yeah, yeah.
because you and your brig are the only thing that can keep each other alive. So if you run away, your brig can't help you, and now your brigs also fuck themselves too. Trust.
I'm on, yeah, saying I'm a mom to go. I might trust him more. like keep me up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm dead, but
Yeah, I mean, it's not always gonna happen, but it should. Your brakes should be able to keep you up, hopefully long enough so you guys can that your front line can do a dive.
I'm pretty sure. Wait, attack? I can't remember. I think we did terrible on attack, didn't we?
I can't like remember now.
Probably. 'Cause attack's usually even harder. If you guys could do the basic thing of just setting up, then dive is gonna be 10 times harder on attack. So the goal is here. Tracer to go there. Sombra to go back here. Probably get Mega Control too, because why not? Then your supports can station here, or if you guys are waiting a lot, you guys can get here if there's nobody here. And your monkey can just stage here. And then when you're ready to dive, your Tracer and Sombra just sit here. You don't want to go any farther than that because then they'll start shooting at you. You don't want that. You want your position to not be compromised and able to punish. Then your goal should be, instead of diving from here, it should be to use your cover. Like you can walk up to this wall, come up like hug the wall, and then as soon as you get around the corner, jump from there. And then as soon as your monkey lands here, if it gets coach gun, which is very highly, or whip shot, which is very a high chance, um, then it's fine. But like Mav, you can also I know you're gonna take poke, but you could try to get closer too, and just try to jump and try to get closer, try to get under them, while your supports pocket you main if you want to, and you can get them. You can get them to pocket you, so you can get up there, and you can just jump straight up. So basically, if the she coach guns you, you'll just go straight up in the air instead of backwards. You can still land on the high ground. And then basically, once your monkey jumps here, then your Sombra should be here, and then your Tracer can come behind here with one blink. It should take one blink just to cut. So basically, at this point, they have no kite opportunity but forward, which is fine because then you guys take off their high ground and they're in chaotic position. You should kill someone off of it too. I should have waited because I forgot Fern said that he wasn't here. Fern, you here? I don't know what the fuck you just said.
Yes,
I'm here. I'm just.
I
Did-
am present.
All right, did you see what I just said?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. I was.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
Was this pre or post our understanding of this when we did the drills and stuff? I don't remember if this was before or after drills.
Pre. We've not done something.
Yeah, it was
We've done,
pre.
like, one trim since since the drills. And
Okay,
that
I
was
just
on
want to
like
know.
Team Columbia game.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, it was pre. So that will probably explain why, but
Yeah, so I can excuse myself if I fuck up.
no, I'm gonna go over it so you guys know pre-fight. This is a really good setup. I mean, it's just kind of just. It's not the only setup, but it's a setup that I like to use because you get lane control and you get flanks covered. So basically, they're trapped in the little box. No, yeah, we're paused for a while because I know for a fact that we actually didn't do anything right on attack. Smile. We might have done something right. Let's find out.
I hope.
Their Tracer and their Monkey are getting ready to hit you guys and thing. This is a good setup from them. They do not want to hard commit considering they have an Ash. So they do have a little bit more poke, but they want to make sure that they hit here so that their supports and their Ash can shoot with that. They're planning on to engage here, and they're planning to not let you guys up the staircase, and that's why the Tracer's there. fuck? Oh. Don't peek yet, Mav. That's nade and dynamite. Okay. So they hit you earlier. None of those hit you. You guys should live here. You'll be fine. You'll be able to stall this out for a long time. What happens here in the front dive, though? Your backline does fine here. As long as you guys don't split up, you'll be fine. What happen? Now let's look at the front line. You guys are set up. Monkey gets booped.
We just got rolled.
I give up all that space worked for. You probably want to set your translocator up somewhere on the left side of the map here, Turn.
Yeah, I got
So it's
that down.
easier for you to get back in.
Yeah, that's the only problem I have with Sombra, or like my biggest problem rather, is that I don't know where to put my translocator, and then when I do put it somewhere, it's always like way too far. Just
The
I need to
only
look
risk of
for-
putting your translator over here is there's a high chance that the tracer comes to try to find it.
Yeah,
But
but she's more focused on our backline.
yeah,
And
she's
also,
more focused on your
so I
backline.
cannot put your TP about like more than like 10 seconds like away from the fight.
Yeah.
What like I saw, like and like a lot.
Yeah,
You want to be able to
that's all
get
that
back. If possible, you want to be able to get back into the fight within 6 seconds. Because that's 5 seconds for your monkey to get jump back if he already used it, and then it's 1 second, to get ready to dive. You have plenty of time to get ready to dive again, but 6 seconds is usually probably the gold thing. And your tracer
Yeah.
should be on the right side. Your tracer can just sit at enemy backlines. That's your safety. They're not going to chase you. If they do, well, then they're stupid. And you should call that. If they do chase you, you should call it, because that means your backline can get advantageous map control. I'm thinking about this. What we should do here is we should do a slightly softer engage with this setup, a slightly softer engage, where you can just jump. Fuck me, dude.
Force
I was
cooldowns.
using force cooldowns. Basically, the goal here is, you guys do a slight soft dive. Your plan is to get out pretty quickly, because you don't want your resources completely used. Monkey, you're gonna get booped. That's fine. What monkey you should do is you should jump in here and get plan to boot, play under them, and try to jump out. And at that point, your support should be up a high ground. And then Tracer, you should just blink in, do some pressure, and then you can blink out back out there. Sombra can teleport to Mega. But while that's happening, you guys need to play to live and not die or get big long cooldowns out. And just you should know that your monkey is probably going to get booped. That should be your goal. A soft dive, but then your support should be here. That is the goal. With that dive, your goal is to get your supports on this high ground for free, because they're occupied with them. It's gonna be a little hard because they're gonna try to hit you. Maybe not that then. You can do soft engage is my point. I don't know if exactly that's always gonna work, because they can play very aggressive if they want to counter that. But you guys want to make sure that you, because if you monkey, you're struggling, try to go for a soft dive, knowing you're going to get hit by the coach gun, jump, and then say, all right, give me 5 more seconds, because the coach gun's longer. The brig boop isn't, but you should be able to dodge it at some point. I don't know. I need to do more research on that, because I actually have never really seen a monkey struggle really hard to get onto the people.
Is it worth bubbling himself midair or no?
No, because you want to use it. You want to be able to use the monkey. You want to be able to try to use the bubble to split off their supports from pocketing each other.
Alright.
So your Inspire healing doesn't get the bubble, and then your Ana can't heal for shit because the bubble's cutting people off.
And I think it's possible for like our like, divers to go and try and force out like whip shot, so like Matt can have a better dive in.
Yeah, the problem with that is very risky because for the fact that
I think, like
the
I'm saying, like if possible, because like 3 or 4 dives in a way, like have been like stopped, or slowed, like just cause of like the whip shot.
yeah,
And
Mav, you
the
should
the
look
trade
up
of
to inch
resources.
up a little bit more.
I was gonna ask if the trade of resources in that situation, if like me and Proxy look to force the cooldowns by ourselves before Mav sets up or before Mav goes, is that trade of cooldowns like worth it? I mean,
Depends what you use. If you have to translocate out, then that's fine. But you want
like
to
probably,
generally,
yeah.
yeah, you want to make sure that. So basically, your goal is to get out Coach Gun. Let's say that, and you want to not get headshot with that, because if you die, then the entire thing is just fucking done. Yeah, rinse repeat. You have to reset up. Try it again. You don't want to get headshot. That's the goal. We also want to make sure that you guys don't use enough cooldowns and you have them before they have them back. So basically, if your goal is to get Coach Gun out, you don't want to get recall forced.
Yeah, high risk, not so high reward.
Yeah. It's very risky because usually you want your monkey to be like, the front of the damage. Um, Maybe it's a better idea to do this setup after a monkey gets sports get this high ground first, so you guys don't have to take too much away to start with. So maybe monkey. So maybe let's do this actually. That's a better plan here. So basically, what we can do here is Sombra. Tracer can go through here, just sit here a little bit. Sombra can try to go, and then supports rotate with your monkey. Supports rotate up here, and then if there's somebody is here, then your Tracer can pincer from here, and your Sombra, you guys can make this your kill box to force them out. Get high ground, stabilize, and then set up the dive from the Tracer going this way, Sombra that way, and the monkey from there. So basically, an extra step to the equation to make it easier. That might work a little bit better. I think so, yeah. An extra step, because I feel like I was giving you guys not really a step-by-step process and just kind of like, get set up and do this, but it's not always going to work because you guys have to do it perfectly for it to work. And nothing's ever going to be perfect, so add the extra step of beating this high ground first, and then do the setup I was talking about. Let's do that instead, because that should help a lot. Alrighty. Alright, Tracer, what should you be doing here? I'll tell you what it's not. You should not be engaging by yourself.
AFK.
Just wait. So you go in here, for no reason, you get recall forced. So now, your monkey cannot jump for 12 seconds until you get that recall back. Because, it's hard to do a dive without recall. So he'd be diving only with a Sombra. So, Lenny, I was always talking to you about timing. You got to make sure you do not do this. You do not want to go early like that, and you do not want to go late. Honestly, I see you more often go early, so we'll just say early. But you went early there, and now 310 is now when you can dive. This brig does chase you, which is fucking stupid. That's what happens when you chase for no fucking reason, by the way.
And he gets punished.
What the hell is this shit?
Kill diff on Frosty there.
Ash headshot.
He's taking a 1v1. They're on us by herself. You can just, Lenny, you just don't want to take this duel. It's not a very duel. So if you die, then you guys lose a lot of the advantage you had. You need to focus on living. Your monkey should be able to kill the Ana by himself unless he gets slept, because her brig's dead. Your supports are in a 2v2. so they should be able to probably maybe live, but at the very least they should be able to stall it out for like 10 seconds. But what happens here is you guys take so many 1v1s here. And Fern, you're also peeling, but I guess you just teleported back, so it's fine. But
Yeah, my recall. I mean my
that
trans.
that's not a very good recall, so that's probably why. Translocator, I mean. You retrade that. Wait a second. So your Tracer dies to the Ash. Mav, do you lose the Ana here? Oh my god. Okay. You got
He
juked by
stopped chasing you.
uh,
He stopped chasing you.
you got juked by the Ana.
Juke. Anna says, yeet.
You go in there without Translocator set up.
And then just like knew it wasn't. I'm like,
Your
what's
Ana should die. Still winnable. You guys are just taking 1v1s though. You see how sloppy this shit is? These are
Yeah.
playing. You're playing for yourself. This is what like.
Yeah.
This
he's
is
relying a lot on mechanics.
like cool. You guys can win fights off of it. Not always though. Like I mean, you just got yourself down to 3v2, which fuck I don't know how, but you did somehow.
With hard work and determination.
Wait. Okay. So you're getting point. What are my supports doing?
Oh, they low ground.
High
What the
ground.
hell?
Oh shit.
Take high ground.
Blame myself.
You have all this map control for free now. They have time to recontest. You don't have 3 on point. Your break goes to point. Your Ana's just sitting down main still. I mean, that's late because you could have been up there already, and your monkey could have dove, and you guys could have been ready for a dive already.
No, sports are split.
Sports are split. The dive is interesting. Now your Ana's there. This is just so sloppy. You're gonna win this somehow. No, you're not, because your Tracer got picked off because you're taking 1v1 again against a person that can 1-hit you. Sports are not set up and they're split, so their Ana's probably gonna die here. The Pulse solidified it, but
Winnable. Okay.
Us Mav went like nuclear. No.
so things there that lost the fight. Support, well, not even just supports. None of you really like gotten pre-fight set up. You didn't win the point yet. You don't have 3 people capping. And even that, they can still probably recontest. Sports need to get high ground. Tracer, you need to just wait and not take the 1v1 with the Ash, because if you're dying to her, it's probably because you're trying to ego duel her. Which I know you guys are very mechanically gifted, but you don't have to do that. It's a lot safer just to wait.
I like how Frosty is like the oldest, and he's the one taking the mechanic duels. All the 18-year-olds and fucking 15-year-olds.
It's because it usually works out.
Yeah, that's why he's just.
But
Yeah.
we're getting to a point where we're getting to a very high level. That's not always going to work out.
It works in rank, but definitely not here.
Yeah.
So it's ranked, then it's different, but it ain't ranked.
Okay, well, it's because like rank is just like. It's not
Well, if it's
really-
rank, I could just go Hanzo and sit in a corner for the whole game. Oh.
And then yeah, rank is
Well,
very
I'm
different.
on my nano there. On my
What are we doing? We have no idea what we're doing. I mean, we have some idea. Your Sombra and Tracer are getting set up. You see the nano? That means you have to go. You guys have a setup already. Just go. Mav, what are you doing? Hello?
Wait, was he trying to peel for us?
You're just looking at the
He's just
hesitation.
hesitated. Yeah.
You could have gone in like 5 seconds. I mean, now you're there. It's a little late, though. Your supports live a Nano Monkey and a Tracer. And a Primal. So that's good.
Just
Or
each
like
other.
it's better, you know?
But you guys, Mav, you hesitate, and this dive is atrocious. I mean, the DPS did a pretty decent job here diving, but Mav, you kind of fucked that up.
Oh shit.
And then you you nano rally.
To I
I
to
mean,
them up, yeah.
I wouldn't love to stack those alts for just sustain. If you,
I
you can use
was
one.
about to die there. And I thought it was like winnable.
Let me guess,
So
you both popped
yeah.
both of them to try to save, and then you're like, oh shit, we just
No,
stacked them.
First.
no. I think it's when I
Or no,
ran out of
that's not
rally.
first, but
Yeah. Hold on, look at it again. I think it's when I ran out of rally.
I,
Oh no, it was
I
first.
like could be wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong.
Wait,
Sorry, rally here. Oh,
Yeah,
mm,
uh, that's on me then.
yeah, I don't think it was
I think
necessary.
I think at this point, since we didn't really understand how the dive worked completely. We understood how dive works, but not how it like the timing and stuff like that. We didn't really have like our goals set, and that's why Mav was hesitating because he, in his mind, probably doesn't know the exact goal. I mean, obviously, the peel is an option. Like there's like two options, right? Peel or dive, and I think at that time I was peeling too. I think yeah, didn't understand the goal,
Yeah,
like the win con.
Maybe like we I'm on the most like, realistic choice is I'm to go like trade the back
Yeah, yeah,
line.
that's the better
Like
option
if
because you
like
guys
if
have a
it's
way
like
better dive.
mirror, like
yeah,
like then it would be a 3v2 basically.
yeah, yeah. That's the win con.
It'd be a 3v3 and then 2v2 is pretty much gonna happen because they have one extra backline and you have one extra front line.
Front line.
Another thing that we probably need to learn work on more is just like understanding how our comp, beats theirs or what we do better, like our advantages.
Yeah,
That's something that I want to like try and talk more about in game. Like taking a second, looking at holding tab and just looking at the heroes and saying, okay, what do we have that they don't have? What can we use to our advantage that they can't really stop or something?
yeah.
Then that's something we should
They
really
have an
like
Ash instead of
plan.
Sombra. That's the only thing different they have. So they have more
Yeah,
poke, more help in the back line. You have a Sombra, which Sombra allows you guys to execute dives better and also gives you the option to do quick soft dives and then re-engage like 6 seconds later. So what you could do here um, is you could do a soft dive since they do have the poke. You can do a soft dive, reset, and go before the Ash can get her coach gun, so you can get rid of some of those defensive abilities. Because you have the option to go fast again, you can get out and get back in pretty quickly, which is the good thing about Sombra Tracer Monkey is that's the opportunity you guys get is you guys can get in and get out, and you can get back
yeah.
in pretty quickly.
We could probably go like 3 times before their monkey and chaser go at least once.
Yeah, you can go like
Monkey
three
and
to
chaser get
one.
back
You
in.
guys have that because like their Monkey and Tracer don't have much uptime, and so they have to pretty much completely get out because they can't really just sit there. But yeah, that's the difference between your guys' comp. You do want to like the big thing that they want to do is they want to play to stall you guys out and make sure that their Ash and make sure they stall you guys out where their Ash can get value. So therefore, to counter that, don't pick the Ash for it.
True.
If they want to slow you down so their Ash can do big damage, and the only way for them to like actually do really well with their dives is if that Ash can hit a dynamite or she can hit a headshot, then their monkey and tracer can clean it up pretty easily.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
if
mean,
you
it's also like Dash's job is also to make sure that our monkey goes in like low, right? Like
yeah,
deplete our health or at least resources, I guess, in general before we dive. So
and Coach
and
Gun's pretty good
obviously,
at shutting down a dive if used
yeah.
correctly.
That's why I
That's
like Dash so much.
yeah, that's why you can get rid of the Coach Gun. It's your plan. That
Yeah,
should be your
the soft
plan.
dive. We could do the soft dives next week.
Yeah. Because I did tell you guys about the setup. I did say it like beforehand on your attack. So I wanted you guys to try it. So you guys did do it technically. You just didn't understand how to do it because I didn't have time to explain it.
Yeah.
Okay. This is like NYXL trying to do a dive.
Does EMP go before the jump, or does Mav have to jump before EMP?
I feel like while he's in anticipation.
Probably like
Or like
I
a second before.
honestly I'd probably do it as he like before right when he lands.
Yeah. But yeah.
Just
In
because
my mind, yeah.
Because this way he gets booped, but if you waited a little bit, you probably would have realized that he wasn't going to get booped. Your trace is also not set up because you two are peeling. So you guys are basically setting up for an EMP in their back line while two of you are still peeling. So it's another case of where you guys don't really know exactly what you're doing. You know you want to play for EMP, then you guys should be getting set up and just say fuck your supports for now.
Yeah, I think I got fucked too.
It just split. It's like you guys don't know what you want to do before you go into the fight.
Yeah. Oh, why is it so fun?
You guys somehow cap this first point, don't you? They're monkey fed, and Lenny just mechanics.
I think our dives would have been a lot better if Brig didn't have shift.
Or Ash was the one that was shutting down the dives quite a bit more than the brig, to be honest.
I was seeing Mav get whipshotted every dive.
Yeah, he got coach gunned a lot too. Yeah, honestly, well, yeah, Lenny just went in one clip the tracer and then one clip the Ash. So I mean, nothing special besides you guys just got carried by your mechanics.
This old head's going fucking crazy. I was so scared Mav was gonna jump.
Use recall, don't go in. That's an overextension. And you die. That's greedy. And they're low and their support's not set up. So you guys actually could, if you guys somehow set up a dive up here, you probably could have killed both of them. But you
Yeah,
go,
you work on path. Sorry.
yeah, we need to work on, yeah, what passive is that what you said? Yeah, like slowing down.
Or
Because,
that too, but I said path.
oh, pathing.
Yeah, my stomach bad.
We need to set up. Because what you guys are doing is you guys are being aggressive, which is fine. But there's a difference between smart aggression and dumb aggression. This is a tunnel vision, and I want the kill aggression. Instead of let's set up and execute a dive while they're still rotating.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
So, would it be a bad idea for like one of our DPS to sit low ground and wait for them to drop? Like say like me and Mav set up to dive high ground and Frosty can wait below for them to drop. Is that a bad idea? Should we all try and go top? Because I mean on this part of the map, I feel like it's so hard for even me or Frosty to get set up for a dive on top, like top left.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys can think you can force them off the high ground, yeah. I mean, to put the pressure on them though, since they do have three people in the back line, and you guys only dive them with two, and you're playing for the job, is you guys better make sure that that pressure is good enough because like it's not always going to be guaranteed. But
So, what would the setup be for us here? Mav low ground or supports like closer to the mega or even on our high ground, and then
Mav
one of
can
our
set up with the
DPS like
supports. Supports can get top right here. You want to try to pincer them. This is not very easy. Honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to switching one of probably the Sombra for an Echo, just so it's easier, so you
Yeah.
can engage from a different angle. Just because there's not really an easy way for both of them to get up from different angles, or a way at all actually.
Yeah.
So Echo is good at creating. She can come from any angle. Same with Genji. She's pretty good at it too, but Echo has a lot more damage and has an execute. Yeah, I think Sombra Tracer. I mean, usually
One high ground is
usually your Sombras just have to go. Basically, what I would do here is the best idea is probably to play for more of a two-man cycle dive. By cycle dive, I mean more like soft engages with you and Mav, and then Lenny marks the tracer. So he finds the tracer and makes her duel him.
and that's only because we can't really both get on the high ground easily.
Yeah, you won't be able to come from different angles. But basically that takes out the two divers there, and basically they only have one person that can dive, and now you only have two people that can dive. But you guys should be able to cycle enough, or you guys can use ults to beat that. And their monkey can't really do shit to your backline that way. So the tracer's marked, then nobody else can dive. And if you guys are on the backline, then your supports can just pocket the shit out of all of you. Because that monkey's the only person that can go. So yeah, that is probably the better choice for, especially against this comp. Against on a second point is that's what you can do instead, or you can swap Echo and go back to the same old dive, and basically your tracer can go over, can like stage here, your monkey and your supports can be here, and then your Echo can try to come like sit here and then get ready to go from up here. Your monkey can jump there, tracer can come up here, and then you have a pincer.
So as supports, we follow wherever a monkey goes. Like if he wants to go top right.
Yeah, your monkey will generally escort because your monkey doesn't really have to set up as much because he's going to be taking the main angle 9 times out of 10.
Okay.
But yeah, your monkey will probably help you rotate.
And then we move cart after we like win a fight or something.
Yeah, win the fight. And then if you guys are hitting a stalemate, you can also put your tracer on cart just to put some pressure on them.
Okay.
So your tracer's job here on second point would be more marking the tracer and inching cart up would be the goal.
That gives me a way better idea now. Whenever we play this map, we play dive.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do because it's really hard to get both the flankers set up unless they go up the same angle, which is not really good.
Pip, pip, away. Pip, fight.
So I'm just getting a good setup here. God, they hate you so early, and there was a good
Yeah.
hit too.
It was a fat nade, and then they just engaged hard.
Yeah.
But they had a setup and they had a plan.
Yeah, they were gonna engage on their nades.
They're honest playing up close because she was looking for a nade. Basically, the goal is here to
See
get
that
a nade,
fucking chair?
and they hit a dynamite too. That's perfect scenario. You get just fucked. That's a dive.
I saw it, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm dead here.
There's nothing you can do about that except be prepared to do the same.
I mean, they were trying to do that on first point too. The dynamite nade. They're like lob both at the same time.
Yeah, it's good timing. That was great timing from their dynamite and their nade, and then their monkey and tracer just cleaved and finished it off. But their monkey and tracer just executed a perfect dive. Their monkey jumped from main, and their tracer came from the other side. There was nothing really you could do there. It was a good dive.
I'm looking at some like contenders, and basically what teams are doing on point B basically is the same comp as us, but though they have a Hanzo on the Umbra.
Hanzo Sombra.
On to
No,
Sombra.
no, no. I'm instead of the Sombra.
Hanzo to the Sombra.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I've seen that.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say that like maybe like we try that as well. If you want to. In
Yeah.
third point, like they
I mean,
usually go some sort of like
we can do that
Hanzo.
eventually, but I want us to be able to dive first.
Yeah.
And this kind of
Because
forces this forces you guys to dive.
yeah, and I mean like learning dive is not just for dive. Like learning dive, you build a lot more skills for not just dive, just in general. Like I mean,
You
dive's the hardest comp to run, you know. So
dive learning dive will teach you all the fundamentals of working together,
yeah,
and it will make everything so much easier to play if you can learn it.
yeah. Dive completely forces you to work together. You have to because
And the reason why, because we did used to run the Hanzo, you're right. We did used to run Hanzo because I said, well, we are very good mechanically, and that just suits us better. But then again, your dives were still utter dog shit, and basically it was just your Hanzo and your Tracer just getting kills and forcing you guys through, and I don't want that. So basically, I started putting you guys on this to force you guys to learn how to dive.
Oh,
And then I'll probably put us back on the Hanzo, or if we're that
like
if we're even if we're comfortable, like really comfortable, we can even keep this. But the goal is for this is to be a building block.
yeah, yeah. Just yeah. Saying like just for the like composition wise, that's it. I think the Hanzo Tracer is like way better than the Sombra. Especially for us and like our hero pool.
Yeah, it's a little bit different because I know I that what we're running is more of the APAC style. That's what APAC runs a lot.
Yeah,
Um,
like
APAC always loves their Sombra Tracer, so that's
no.
given.
APEC
The
just
fun thing is like
only
they're on
runs
like
dive.
Tracer Hanzo though. It's a thing.
Tracer Hanzo is very good. Yeah.
Cause like cause I did check like 2 games now, and they were just running that. I'm like and on defense, I'm like they had the like Ash to the Hanzo.
Yeah.
I'm looking games quickly now, so yeah.
I think once we get to a point where we're comfortable on dive, then we can go back to what suits us more. I think it's more important to just learn dive in the first place, and then once we're comfortable on that, then we go back to the Hanzo and we can just rely on mechanics.
We
Because
learn mechanics, but we have the fundamentals to do everything correct
yeah,
instead of just rely on our mechanics. Um, basically, because like like NYXL is probably my greatest example because I watched their couple of their games because I like this team is really good on paper, but they're not winning, and I wanted to see why, and it's because their dive, they were a mostly Korean team, so they were trying to run the Sombra Tracer, but their coordination, their timing was utter dog shit. This was on Hollywood too. Fitz kept hitting EMPs with no follow up, and Fitz could not play the Sombra, and they could not coordinate with the Sombra, and they ended up swapping to Hanzo and doing a lot better. But now they have learned to play the dive recently, and now they actually have been winning games because of it. I feel like NYXL is like the biggest thing is like why you play the Hanzo over the Sombra is when you want to win and you don't want you like Sombra is only better if you can coordinate well. And that's why APAC teams run it because APAC always usually has better coordination than North America.
Uh, I mean, yeah. Just like for like right now, I'm saying that like I was talking about the like APAC games and they were running the like Tracer Hanzo.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
they
like,
are too.
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh
It's
yeah.
like they are. I mean, like these are games from like last night even. So yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
and I think with the like owl thing is that like they are not on the same patch like as us, while the like, contenders are. So like that has a big part to do with it as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. Contenders and like every region basically. I'm on Holly. especially is like concentration. Um, I see.